is going on, everyone? We are back with another potential test in MLB 16. The show, we will take a player today, run him through the ringer, 5 seasons in franchise. Let's see how he lives up to his potential. And today, we are going to be testing a second baseman, and it's going to be an Oriole. It is Jonathan Schoop. He has played 2 years in the major leagues already. He is just 24 years old, though, a B potential, 81 overall second baseman. He's got some pretty good numbers against righties, especially mid-70s for contact and power. The lefties is a little bit lower. Vision is low. Clutch. Durability is high. He's a very, very good fielder. But you see his numbers through 2 seasons. He had a good year last year, hit 279 in 86 games, had 15 home runs. He has some pretty good power for a second baseman. He's in the 16 the season before, 15 last season. RBIs are right there. Doesn't really steal any bases, but looks to be a very solid player. And he actually is going to be a true 83, but he's unhappy because of his contract, as always. So he's getting the -2 for that. But let's see how he's going to improve over 5 seasons. Got some good feelings about this one. So after season number 1, what's he going to go up to? An 82. That's it. So he's going to go +1 to contact versus righties, +3 for lefties, -4 for power versus lefties, -5 for lefties. So the power goes down, +2 to vision, +6 to discipline, 3 to clutch, 3 to bunt, 2 to drag bunt, 2 to durability, 3 to fielding, 2 to arm strength, 3 to arm accuracy, and 2 to reaction. So some good improvements in the fielding. The power numbers going down, that's not great to see, but he is going to play 144 games, plays a full season, 65 runs, 137 hits, 17 home runs, 55 RBIs, and 266. So interesting, the power numbers go down. He hit 17 home runs the most of his career. Most RBIs, still hit 266, so a good season for Schoop here, as we see, and he's still unhappy, so he actually is a true 84, but that means his overall only went up 1 point, so I guess the game not happy with that season, but I'd be pretty happy with a season like that. So on to season number 2, let's see what he jumps up to here, and he's going to be an 87. All right, that's what we like to see. +2 to contact versus righties, -2 for lefties, no change for power versus righties, -3, again a minus for power versus lefties, +4 to vision, +3 to discipline, +3 to clutch, 3 to bunts, and 2 to drag bunt, 2 to durability, 2 to fielding, 3 to arm strength, 2 to accuracy, and 2 to reaction. So some good improvements there. He does not play a full season. He did get hurt for a little bit this year. 114 games, 46 runs, 118 hits, 16 home runs, 49 RBIs, and he hits 254. So not as good of a season as last year, but the overall is higher. So let's see what is the reason for that. And it's because he's going to be happy. So he's up to an 85 as his base. Happy, giving him the +2. Interesting enough, he's actually a star player at an 87. That's interesting for that Orioles team. But let's see now. Moving on to season number 3. Let's see some big gains here. And no, he is an 86 overall. +2 to contact versus righties. -3 for lefties. -2 to his power versus righties, -1 to lefties, another minus to power, +4 to vision, +3 to discipline, 3 to clutch, 2 to bunt, 2 to drag bunt, 3 to durability, 3 to fielding, 2 to arm strength, 2 to arm accuracy, and 2 to reaction. He's going to play a full season again, 145 games, 61 runs, 147 hits, 17 home runs, 57 RBIs, and he hits 252. So the average slowly going down, but the power numbers are sitting right there steady very nicely. He is going to be just satisfied here. But as a satisfied player, an 86 base, that means he's only been going up 1 the last 3 seasons. So not really the jumps we like to see. Season number 4, he's got 2 more years. Let's see what happens here. He's going to be back to an 87. The potential showing down. -1 to contact versus righties. -6 to lefties. -1 to power versus righties. -1 to vision. +4 to discipline. +2 to clutch. 2 to bunt. 2 to drag bunt. 2 to durability. 2 to fielding. Arm strength, arm accuracy, reaction, everything. And then -1 to speed. First time his speed has changed. But some interesting changes there as we're continuing to see the negatives in the hitting category. But he had some injury issues again this year. Only played 112 games, 46 runs, 106 hits, 15 home runs, 63 RBIs, and 243. So the average continuing to trend down. But again, the power numbers, the home runs and RBIs are very, very consistent. Even though his power attributes are going down, is very, very weird. And again, it's going to be another +1. He's up to an 87 overall. 6 years in the league here. He is still just 27 years old. But we got 1 more season. Let's see, what is he going to end at? Season number 5, Schoop is going to be a 90. All right, here's a nice jump. +2 to contact versus righties, +4 to lefties, +1 to power versus righties, -2 to lefties, +1 to vision, +3 to discipline, no change to clutch or bunt, +1 to drag bunt, no change to durability, fielding, arm strength, +1 to arm accuracy, 1 to reaction, and then -1 to speed. So it looks like he has began to kind of top out there in terms of the attributes. You're seeing those ones that aren't changing. Plays a full season, 145 games, 64 runs, 152 hits, 20 home runs, career high, 50 RBIs, and he hits 272. So very, very nice. The numbers come back up here in this final season. So in 7 years, I got to say one thing. If this guy, you fault at anything, you cannot fault him for his consistency with his swing in terms of the home runs and the RBIs. This guy is good for at least 15 home runs and at least 50 RBIs pretty much season in, season out. In the average, he's a career 253 hitter, which is not bad at all. He had a couple bad seasons. He is going to end happy, though, so a true 87 means he went up one again, and he is picking up the happy because of the coaching and the contract. So, Schoop, an interesting one here, as he is a second baseman, B potential, already decently highly rated. He does end up at 90 over 5 seasons. He started at 81 overall, so it is actually a nice swing there. He started an unhappy, ends happy, so that is going to add to it. But he didn't have a ton of progression, but even though he didn't really progress well, I gotta say, I kind of recommend this guy because even though the attributes aren't there, he still seems to produce. The home runs there for a second baseman, that's very, very solid. I would love to get 15 to 20 home runs every single season from my second baseman. So even though he hasn't maybe progressed like some other players we've tested, I do definitely think you still got to recommend Schoop. If you can grab him in your franchise, I would say he'd be a pretty good option if you need a second baseman. So Jonathan Schoop, his potential test is done. If you want to see anyone in a future potential test, let me know in the comments down below. I will use them in a future episode. But otherwise, that is going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the episode, please go and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.